Hello everyone, welcome to Sunburned Albino plays Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony episode 16. We're nearing the end of the class trial, I assume, although we still don't know who the culprit is, but let's just keep it going.
But of course, it would be pointless to unravel this mystery otherwise.
So, who is it?
Looks like it's time for me to start the main event. But my sidekick here is on a roll right now, so I'll let him take this one.
Okay.
You're just pushing everything onto Shuichi because you don't know yourself.
Well, Shuichi, do you already know who the culprit is?
Hold on. Yeah, I just throw my phone away because somebody is calling that I don't know who it is. Yes, I have a good idea of who the culprit is.
Hey,
You do?
Shuichi, are you hesitating again?
What?
Come on, man, there's no need for that. Like I said, you're my sidekick. I take responsibility for any mistakes my sidekick makes. So use those skills of yours I believe in to shove the truth down their throats.
You believe in my detective skills?
That's right! I'm gonna leave it all to you, Shuichi!
Yeah, I need to believe in my detective work. You can't make me pick someone now, I still have nothing to go on. This whole setup would have had to have been prepared in the gym well beforehand. Knowing that narrows the list of suspects. In the gym well beforehand. In that case...
Oh no!
Right. They think I'm a fraud. I'm gonna be so mad if it actually was her.
It has to be you!
Yes! I knew it! And then I just...
There's one more thing I still have to confirm. But Kirumi is the prime suspect.
Me?
What? Kirumi?
Oh, so Kirumi is the culprit.
I said
is
her
not
from the
yet a
beginning,
certainty.
but it was just that
Let us
one
hear
line
her
that they said
testimony
right before.
first.
It was like, hey, it had to have been prepared in the gym well beforehand. Keep that in mind. And then I was, oh, well then, do they mean the people who set up the magic show?
Is this true, Kirumi?
I cannot believe you would suspect me. If that is the case, then I will have to deny it. I will not let you make the wrong choice.
The wrong choice?
If you do believe it is me, are you prepared to stand by that decision? I will refute your accusations with all my might, for everyone's sake.
Okay. One sec, meet and greet Maki alone, witnessing Ryoma.
I, of course, am not the culprit.
The crime was committed at nighttime. And you have no alibi, do you?
An alibi for nighttime? I believe most of us do not have one.
I have evidence that proves you're the culprit.
Do you think we would fall for such nonsense?
The trick relied on complex mechanisms to work. But someone like you could be skilled enough to pull it off.
Preposterous.
That's true.
That could have been done by anyone.
Kirumi is thin and has a nice body. She and Ryoma could have totally shared an inner tube.
We all could have, except perhaps Gonta.
To force Kurumi to implicate herself, my logic has to be airtight. There's a hole in her story somewhere, I just have to stay calm and find it.
I, of course, am not the culprit.
Let's see.
The crime was committed at nighttime. And you have no alibi, do you?
An alibi for nighttime? I believe most of us do not have one.
I mean, it's true that the others don't have alibis for nighttime. Most of them.
I, of course, am not the culprit.
The crime was committed at nighttime. And you have no alibi, do you?
An alibi for nighttime?
Let me just... I
I
don't
believe
think this
most
is
of us
right,
do
but
not
let
have
me
one.
just... Yeah, okay.
Oh no!
Okay, let me...
I, of course, am not the
We
culprit.
gotta analyze this.
The
Again.
crime was committed at nighttime. And you have no alibi, do you?
An alibi for nighttime? I believe most of us do not have one.
That's fine.
I have evidence that proves you're the culprit.
No, you
Do you
don't.
think we would fall
but-
for such nonsense?
The trick relied on complex mechanisms to work. But someone like you could be skilled enough to pull it off.
That's true.
Preposterous. That could have been done by anyone.
Kirumi is
I guess I
thin and
missed.
has a nice body. She and Ryoma could have totally shared an inner tube.
We all could have, except perhaps Gonto.
Roma could have totally shared the inner tube. I don't think that has to do anything with
I,
it.
of course, am not the culprit.
The crime was committed at nighttime. And you have no alibi, do you?
An alibi for nighttime? I believe most of us do not have one.
I have evidence that proves you're the culprit.
She does actually.
Damn it!
I think it is her agreement that I need to do something with.
I, of course,
I don't
am
know
not
what
the
it is
culprit.
though. Is it witnessing Ryoma?
The
Is it
crime
alibis
was
for
committed at
yesterday?
nighttime. And you have no alibi.
I believe most of us do.
I have evidence that proves you're the culprit.
Ah.
Damn it!
See, this is why. So far, there really
We can't
still
let it-
isn't anything that points to her other than the sophistication of the crime. Show me the bullets. Yeah, the victim's body was discovered in the gym. The cause of death was drowning, consumed by piranhas. Yes, that's fine. And then, let's see, Maki alone was one, standing guard in front of her lab last night. She stayed in her dorm room only during nighttime. Witnessing Ryoma was Gonto was around 8 p.m. last night. We also saw that doesn't have anything to do with nighttime. Most of us do not have one.
I, of course, am not the culprit.
The crime was committed at nighttime.
I think
You have
alibis
no
for
alibi,
yesterday has
do
to be
you?
something, or else they wouldn't have added
An
it as a
alibi
truth
for
bullet.
nighttime? I believe most of us do not have one.
I think I already did that right.
Oh no!
You're
I, of
gonna
course,
watch me
am not-
flounder. It's gonna be
The crime was committed at
embarrassing,
nighttime.
but
You have no alibi.
still.
I have evidence that proves you're the culprit.
Oh no!
I
Okay.
The crime was committed at nighttime. And you have no alibi, do you?
and not have one. Nonsense.
The trick relied on complex mechanisms to work. But someone like you could be skilled enough to pull it off.
Yes, that's true, but there's no
That could have
evidence.
been done.
Ha!
That's wrong!
Okay, I guess, but like,
No. The only person who could have prepared this murder is Kirumi. Well, the preparations in the gym in any case.
And why do you believe that?
Before the culprit could put the body into the tank, several steps needed to be taken.
Like tying the rope to the gym window and putting a partition in the piranha tank.
That's right. Ryoma's body entered the gym from the window, but that required preparation. That could only have been done when Kirumi was by herself in the gym before nighttime.
But Kirumi was alone in the gym for only like 5 minutes.
Not enough time for the whole murder, but enough time to set it up. Enough time to tie the rope on the window frame and put the pain in the piranha tank.
This is my selfless devotion.
there we go. Don't be a rebuttal, though. I don't want to blade
While I
cross
do
with you.
understand where you are coming from, I assure you this is just a part of your petty imagination. An empty theory created from nihilism.
Nihilism, huh? Okay.
If it were solely the rope and partition, I suppose 5 minutes might be enough time. I accept that. However, The crux of your argument is not but a guess. You continue to force the facts to conform to your misguided narrative. When you consider that the crux of your argument is faulty, your entire case falls apart.
Miss all the. Okay, we advance.
What do you mean by crux of the argument? How is it just a guess?
I am referring to the rope. Now, with that rope, it is possible to reach the gym window from the 3rd floor window. But there is no evidence to indicate this had happened.
I'll cut through your words! I have evidence. The abrasions left on the window frames at the gym and the lab.
Were those scratches from when the rope was tied to the window frame?
Just tying the rope to the frame wouldn't cause so much damage. The rope that was tied to the frames must have been weighed down significantly. The frames didn't break, but they were left with distinct marks.
Those scratches are proof that you used a rope to carry the body to the windowsill.
Oh? What's wrong, Kirumi? What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? Hey, what's wrong? Hey, 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 hey!
Is Kirumi quiet cause that's what happened?
Please answer us, Kirumi. Shuichi is doing this for your sake.
If it is for my sake, then it would be much easier to forfeit. But I cannot allow that, because I must do this for everyone.
For everyone?
I have a duty and a responsibility. I must serve everyone and protect them. So I refuse to surrender. They won't forgive me if I do.
What? Where is this coming from? Her response seems genuine. So what did she mean by everyone? Is she doing this for all our sakes? Am I wrong? Is Kirumi innocent? No, she's talking, when she says everyone, she means everybody she serves. Like people outside of this place. Like, oh, I'm such a great maid, I couldn't possibly die and leave people unserviced. No, I'm wrong again.
Hey, Kirumi, who exactly is this everyone you're talking about?
Kaido?
I've just got a weird feeling about this. When you said everyone, it felt like you weren't talking about us. It felt like you were talking about someone who isn't here.
Someone who isn't here?
Someone outside of the academy?
Hey, do you think Kirumi saw her own motive video?
Huh? The motive video?
You saw your important someone in danger, so you committed murder, right?
Is that true?
I am so sorry for making such a mess. Because of that, I made all of you assume something unnecessary.
Unnecessary?
You saying I'm wrong? This everyone you're talking about?
It is all of you, of course.
Really? Do you swear to Atua?
Yes, really. So please believe me. I am not the culprit. I do not care what becomes of me, but I will not allow any of you to die. Because I made a promise to Kaede. She wished for all of us to escape together. I want to fulfill my duties as the ultimate maid. I wish to serve everyone. So please believe me. You have to!
Kirumi!
Are we totally sure Kirumi's the culprit? Maybe it's someone else. Are we sure Kokichi isn't the culprit?
How rude.
Gonta just can't believe Kirumi would kill Ryoma.
Kirumi's breakfasts were the best. She always treated us so well. She really is like a mom.
Perhaps it was after she gained our trust that she saw her chance to strike.
You really are screwed up.
Screwed up from head to toe. Even through your clothes, I can tell.
Shuichi, please reconsider suspecting me as the culprit. You only suspect me because I was at the gym during nighttime yesterday, correct? But you cannot accuse me of being the culprit with that insufficient proof. It is still possible for Maki and Kaito to have gone to the gym. They do not have alibis. They could have pretended to help Himiko, but secretly prepared the murder.
When you put it that way, It does seem possible.
We can't accuse Kirumi just based on our alibis.
Guys, maybe suspecting Kirumi is wrong.
Yeah, maybe we should think it over one more time.
I made a promise. As the ultimate detective, I made a promise to seek the truth. I made a promise to Kaede, so I'm not turning back now.
They're scared. They're scared that they have to accuse one of their friends of murder. So it's up to me. I have to do it. I'll use my detective work to prove it.
So you still believe I am the culprit? But there is no evidence to indicate that I am—
No, there is. I have proof that you're the culprit. I realized it when we determined that the ropeway was used to move the body. If it was indeed Kirumi who moved the body with a makeshift ropeway, then the final clue falls into place.
The final clue?
The damning evidence that proves Kirumi is the culprit.
Is that like black fragment of clothes? Is that not from Ryoma, but is it from Kirumi?
Shuichi, won't you please tell me why you are so desperate to pin me as the culprit?
Did part of her apron rip or something?
Don't you want to protect everyone?
I'm doing this because I want to protect everyone. Shuichi.
Then you're wrong. Your deduction is all wrong.
Your words aren't going to convince me now. Not when I know the truth.
What truth? All you care about is your own reasoning. You don't even listen to others. I can't bet everyone's lives on a deduction made by a self-righteous brat. You can't save anyone!
No more doubts. I'm confident I'm right. I'm gonna present everyone the evidence that proves she's guilty. It's gotta be this, yeah. It didn't belong to Ryoma.
This is it! The piece of black fabric in the pool. That's the final clue that proves you're guilty. It's been bothering me for a while. I couldn't figure out what it was. I thought it was just trash at first, but I couldn't dismiss it entirely. Now that the class trial has come this far, I know for certain. It's an important piece of the puzzle, because like the inner tube, it's evidence the culprit couldn't dispose of.
Huh? Why not?
Using the ropeway, you could slide the inner tube from the lab to the gym, but how would you control it? If it kept sliding and hit the window, the momentum would have thrown the body off. To prevent that from happening, the culprit needed some way to adjust the speed. For example, the culprit could have used their hands for friction.
Yeah, so what? You're still wrong. Your logic is flawed.
Kirumi, why are you becoming increasingly erratic?
There is such absolute beauty in trying to fight against the truth.
What truth? That black cloth is just trash. You can't prove I'm the culprit with just that.
No, it's not just trash. It's proof that you're the culprit.
Finding out how that black fabric fits into this is the key to everything. I'll make it all clear now.
You
I
are
totally
incorrect.
forget how this goes. Whoops. Oh, right, okay.
What is this truth? That is just your empty deduction. You continue to confuse everyone. You are incorrect.
Oh, it's supposed to hold?
In this class trial, everyone's life is at stake. Because of your
It said
self-righteous
hold
truth,
on one of them. And I've never seen that before.
everyone might die.
Okay.
In this class trial, everyone's life is at stake. Because of your self-righteous truth. I completely understand your reasoning. But I will never accept it. It seems you wish to pin me as the culprit. You do not have any
I'm
evidence.
holding it, but it won't, like, do
You are
anything
only
after I hold
providing
it.
us with speculation. I only wish to protect everyone. you interfere! I completely understand your reasoning, but I will never accept it. It seems you wish to pin me as the culprit. You do not have any evidence. You are only providing us with speculation. We only wish to protect everyone. Ah!
Something about gloves.
What does that piece of trash prove?
It ends here!
Yeah, we ripped all your clothes
The
off.
piece of fabric came from Kirumi's black glove.
Kirumi's glove?
If the culprit were slowing their descent by grabbing the rope with their hands, there would have been a lot of friction, easily enough to cause rope burn. But our culprit was smart. They weren't burned because they weren't barehanded.
Yeah, the culprit had gloves on. One got all torn up from the friction and...
And it fell into pool?
From what I remember, the only one who wears black gloves is Kirumi, right?
The gloves on your hands now. I take it they're from your dorm?
The extra uniforms in our rooms are made of the same material we're wearing now. We can test my theory by comparing the fabric scrap with your glove.
Well, Kirumi, will you allow us to compare the black fabric we found in the pool with your gloves?
Huh? What's the matter? Why are you sweating so much?
Kirumi, what's wrong?
In the end, I'm just like them. I'm scared of revealing the truth, because it means that someone has to be sacrificed. But Kaede was scared too. She didn't let that stop her. She thought things through to the end. I faced the truth and doubted it, and kept thinking, and kept going. This is where it led me, and I won't turn away from it.
I will show you the truth.
Well, here comes the closing argument. Okay, so let's look around here. The evidence made of metal the piranhas didn't eat. That would be the handcuffs. Are there handcuffs here? No, there are not. Friction on the glove. Okay, so here. What was used as a partition in the piranha tank? That would be the glass pane. Is that here? It sure isn't. The thin and long item the culprit took from the gym. That would be the rope. Alright. Where in the gym was the rope tied? Well, nothing that's available right now. It's kind of dumb how the answer is unlocked. Like, that doesn't make any sense. I know what goes in here, but I can't do it yet. Before the murder, what was put on the victim's wrist? Handcuffed victim. There you go. What was taken from the pool? The inner tube. But where was that at? That was somewhere. Oh, that just got unlocked. Yes, sir. And then over here, what was used to transport the body on the ropeway? That would be the tennis cable, but they won't have that. Hitting the brakes was tougher as expected. Friction on the glove. Alright, and where was the body carried to? Piranha tank lid, piranha swimming tank. There's window frame and rope. Come back here. What was used to transport the body on the ropeway? Yeah, not that. Where in the gym was the rope tied? Yeah, that's that. Gym's window frame and rope. See, the case makes sense to me now. What was used as a partition? Is this the glass pane? No. Piranha tank lid, right. And it makes sense that it was Kirumi, because it's not about who she killed. It's just about the fact that she killed, because she saw her own motive video. That's all the explanation you really need to understand the motive for why it would be Kirumi and not somebody else. When the swarming the tank would be over here. And then this unlocks, and we have the hang dinner tube.
This is the truth of the case.
So, like, yes, it's very surprising that Kirumi is the one who
victim's
did
body
it,
was found this morning
but
during
in,
Himiko's
as far as the
underwater
narrative
escape act.
goes, I mean, it's all explained in a way that's not really hamstrung at all.
When we saw the piranhas in the tank, we thought that Himiko's escape failed.
Honestly, Ryoma was chosen just because of where his ultimate lab was located, so that because that was the only place that this would have worked.
Of course,
So he's a victim of
it was all
circumstance.
part of the act. Himiko's escape went perfectly.
Knowing about the magic show, knowing about the pool windows connecting and everything. It's just,
But when
whoever's
Angie
lab that
opened
would
the
have
curtain
been,
in front of the tank,
that's who Kirumi would have killed.
we saw Ryoma with piranhas swarming around him. Before any of us could react, the piranhas devoured Ryoma's body. And all that was left were his bones and the handcuffs he was wearing. That horrifying sight was the finishing touch on the culprit's own twisted magic trick.
And also at this point, like, knowing the evidence, especially the evidence they
culprit
just brought
obfuscated
forward
the
with
time
the
and
black
place of the
cloth
murder,
being from her gloves,
implicating
that's what makes it more of a personable crime. Like, what makes it
In truth,
unique to
the crime
Kirumi as an
began
individual
last
and not
night
able to just
around
be pulled off by
8:55
anyone, and then they just
PM.
kind of slapped Kirumi on it, is because of
While
that
preparing for
specific
the show
evidence.
in the gym, the culprit had a chance to be alone.
Because for the most part, it is true that that crime could have been carried out by basically anyone.
It was then that the culprit used the ladder to reach the piranha
just in
tank.
terms of, like, how it was all set up, but... You know,
And
Kirumi
remove
was the
the
only
glass
one who had
lid to
time in
put
the
inside
gym
the tank.
to set up the tank and stuff, whatever, at the time that it was set up. Kirumi's the only one who has black fabric and was, like, holding it, the
They
gloves.
used it
with
as a
it, so it fell in the
partition
pool.
to force the piranhas to one side of the tank.
And also the intricacy of the crime itself is specific to Kirumi's
Next, the culprit took the rope from the stage wing in the
or,
gym.
like, composure and, like, her demeanor and just her intelligence and stuff like that. So that makes it more signature as well.
And used the ladder once more, this time to climb up to the gym's window.
Which is part of why I suspect her in the beginning anyway. Just because they weren't clear on her alibi, and she seemed like one of the only people
Once
that was
there,
smart enough to do this.
they opened the window and tied one end of the rope to the window frame.
So in that way, it doesn't really blow me away
The
that
rope
much.
was then thrown out the window toward the pool. These preparations were key for the culprit's elaborate plan.
This trial, it was a great, like, in terms of
At
keeping you
nighttime,
guessing the
past
whole way
midnight,
through, I'd say.
the culprit asked Ryoma to meet at his lab.
Like, you could suspect Kirumi at the beginning, but you got they don't give you any, like, damning stuff until the very end.
All the pieces were in place. The culprit was ready to murder. First, the culprit knocked Ryoma out, probably striking him from behind. Then, they put the handcuffs from the shower room on Ryoma's wrists. And shoved his head into the sink filled with water. From the water and the pain of drowning, Ryoma should have woken up and struggled. The culprit anticipated his resistance, which is why Ryoma was handcuffed. The struggle left scrapes on the cuffs and sink, but in the end, Ryoma succumbed. Ryoma was dead, but the culprit's plan had only just begun. They removed the cable from the tennis net and hung it from the window facing the pool. And then, at the pool, they connected the wire and the rope from the gym window. They returned to the lab after picking up one last thing.
What's funny is the crime is so elaborate that that's
The rubber
actually
inner
like
tube
why
that was
she
in the
suspected.
pool's
If you
tool
just
shed.
left his body in the sink and then just walked away, it could have been anybody. You don't have to make the murder so complicated.
Once back in the lab,
It
the
just
culprit
means there's
pulled the
more
cable,
facets that
bringing
could
up
go
the rope.
wrong and point to you. All you had to do was just go knock him out, drown him in the sink, leave him there, and then walk away.
They pulled until the rope was taut, then tied it to the lab's
It happened
window
at
frame.
nighttime, which would have meant that anybody could have done it.
And thus, the gym and the lab windows were connected by a single rope.
People are tryhards.
After
in this
making a
game, that's all I'm
hanger of
saying.
sorts with another length of rope.
I mean, I
tied to
understand
the
you have to
inner
do it like for the purpose of the game to have
They
something
hung
to
the
figure
inner
out
tube on the rope,
that
connecting
has
the
like
windows.
cohesive, threads to follow and leads and stuff. But if we were talking about like just straight
That's
up
how
like
the
if this was
culprit
real,
created the ropeway that was
you should
used
just
to
do
move
the
the
most
body.
basic crime you can think of at the most opportune time for anybody
An
to be able to
impressive
do that.
premeditated murder, but the
No one will
culprit
ever
made
get you.
two crucial mistakes. The culprit got on the inner tube with Ryoma's body and slid toward the gym. With the height difference between the windows, they would have built up quite some speed. To avoid crashing through the window, the culprit used a brake. They used their own hand to grip the rope and slow down. That would have caused significant rope burn had the culprit not been wearing gloves. But due to the friction, part of a glove tore off and dropped in the pool. Regardless, the culprit reached the window and put Ryoma's body into the piranha tank. The glass pane not only kept the piranhas and the body separated, it also kept the piranhas so close together, they concealed the body. After that, all the culprit had to do was untie the rope and the inner tube. But that's when they made their second mistake. One end of the rope came loose, and the inner tube dropped into the pool. Thus, the culprit was forced to leave two key pieces of evidence, the fabric and the inner tube. They couldn't retrieve the evidence because of the rule against swimming at nighttime.
I wonder why she couldn't have gone back and gotten it in the morning.
And that's the whole story. Am I wrong, Kirumi Tojo? The ultimate maid? Kirumi, that's the conclusion I reached. Do you have any objections?
This is very, very unfortunate, Shuichi. My pride as a maid demands that I fulfill every request that I receive. But to end like this...
Does that mean you admit it?
Kirumi.
Why use your own gloves, though? The warehouse should have had plenty.
There weren't any. Obviously, she would have used them if they were available. Jeez, Monokuma provided everything but the gloves. That's pretty sadistic. But thanks to him, at least the game became way more interesting.
So, it's decided.
This case was decided the moment someone, who shall not be named, opened their big mouth.
But we don't know that. Maybe the real culprit is someone nobody expects.
That is right. No need to worry.
Oh, Monodem, you're like a mommy taking care of her sick child.
All right, let's go! The heart-racing excitement as the blackened and the spotless finally face off! It's voting time!
Time to cast my vote. Kirumi. It's unfortunate, but that's how it is.
Now then, it seems the voting has finished. Let's see the result.
We had one vote for Shuichi.
Who'll be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
It makes sense, you know, that Kirumi would vote for Shuichi. And then, like, the first trial, everybody voted for Kaede because Kaede also voted for herself. She wasn't trying to get out of it. Oh yeah, give me those mono coins. I'm going to the casino after this. Oh yeah, we got an A. They allowed for my, you know, my missteps. They don't care. They don't care about them. Miss minus 1,500, retry minus 3,000, but still, it doesn't matter. We only got 158 coins for an A? That's only like...
Oh my!
It's only like 700, like, casino coins. Oh my! You all voted correctly! What an unexpected and unpredictable outcome! The blackened who killed Ryoma Hoshi is Kirumi Tojo, the ultimate maid! Yay, bravo, bravo. Bravo, bravo.
Thank goodness.
Phew, thank goodness we managed to get through the class trial again.
You're kidding me!
There's nothing good about this at all. Why? Why did it have to be Kirumi? Yeah. Truly, this result was unexpected.
Wait!
Hey, can you be so calm about it?
No
But Gonta no can believe it. Kirumi was so helpful for everyone. Same Kirumi is also culprit?
Yoo-hoo!
Hey, how long have you been lying to us? Is that why you took such good care of us? So you could deceive everyone? You mean she's not my mom?
Hey!
She was never your fucking mom! Hey, Kirumi, tell me, why? You were always thinking about everyone around you. How could you kill someone? Human beings have always been selfish, self-centered creatures. That's why I hate humans! They burn down the forests we call home! They pollute the rivers we drink from! I'll never forgive humans!
No way!
And is that really a reason to destroy them? Some humans are really nice!
Shut up!
Shut up! Enough of the commentary already!
Say.
Well, Kirumi, were your feelings towards us simply another falsehood? No, it can't be! Say it ain't so! That was just another lie, too?
No.
I don't think so. I still believe Kirumi cares about us. And how would you know? I can't say for certain, but I can sense that this trial has been agonizing for her. You can't say for certain, That is what a detective would say. Kirumi, are you upset because of the people important to you? You mean like from the motive video? So Kirumi watched his after all? Earlier, Kirumi mentioned that she had accepted a request. Perhaps that request came from someone important in her motive video?
What's wrong?
Do you have nothing to say for yourself?
I do not agree.
No, that's not it. I'm just lost. Because if I tell you why I did it, you will regret what you've just done. Regret?
Damn.
Spit it out already. Otherwise, we can't accept this outcome. Please, Kirumi, tell us. I care about you a lot, and I know the others care about you too. So please.
Understood.
Very well then. If you are all so desperate to know,
I shall take that request.
I will consider this a final request and tell you everything.
Well, you know.
No more lies then. You better just tell us the truth, please and thank you. Yes, I understand.
That is correct.
Your reasoning was exactly right. The reason I murdered Ryoma was because of what I saw in my motive video. As I thought, you did indeed watch your video. Does that mean someone broke the agreement and traded you your motive video? Alright, fess up! Which one of you did it? Close your eyes and raise your hand if it was you.
What are you saying?
Why would the one raising their hand need to close their eyes? That won't be necessary. I did not trade my motive video with anyone. Huh? If you didn't trade with anyone, how'd you see your motive video?
Hey!
Perhaps Kirumi received her own motive video. Huh? You mean she had her own motive video from the start? Correct. No one had my motive video but me, the video's intended recipient. I have no idea why.
What's going on?
That's not possible! Monokuma, what the hell's going on? You know, I meant to bring this up earlier because it's been bugging me for a while. All this talk about videos being switched, what does that mean exactly? Yeah, don't play dumb. You're the one who switched up all the motive videos. No, I didn't. Huh? Oh, was I not supposed to ask that? Did you cubs screw up again,
Huh?
Not supposed to.
Dumbass!
It's all Monophone's fault. She passed them out without checking the names.
What? I didn't know. Monotaro should have checked the names too.
Wait a minute, I don't even remember passing out any videos. It was my fault. What?
I'm sorry.
I apologize. I should have been more careful.
No, Monodam, it's not your fault.
Okay.
It's all our fault. I'm sorry too. It seems I misunderstood. I completely forgot that the plan all along was to redistribute the videos.
Daddy!
Hey,
It's not your fault at all, kids. It's my fault for forgetting. Father! Thank goodness. What the hell is this mushy feel-good crap?
You stupid.
You're all idiots. I'm through getting along with you dummy bears.
Well now.
I'm sorry to cause so much trouble. Please continue your boring conversation. I see. The Monocubs merely distributed the motive videos at random. Receiving my own video is nothing more than bad luck.
Oh, I see.
So you just watched it without knowing why it was given to you? What was in your video?
What's wrong?
Well, you promised to tell us everything. I will tell you the truth in its entirety, but I doubt that everyone will believe it.
So?
If that's the case, why don't we all watch the motive video together?
Right.
Yes, that would be much better. Let's hurry before Daddy gets bored again.
How thorough of you. Yet I suppose it is better this way. Perhaps the truth will be easier to believe if you witness it with your own eyes. After Kirumi had spoken, the Monocubs began playing the video. Oh, I'm excited to see this.
All right! Back by popular demand, it's time for the motive video! Who's the most important person in your life? And now, without further ado, Kirumi Tojo, the ultimate maid. With clients in politics and finance, this elite maid is renowned for completing any request. One fateful day, she was suddenly summoned by one of her most influential clients, the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister had a request of utmost importance. He requested that she use her talent as the ultimate maid to serve her country. He asked Kirumi to make this country great again and transferred all his authority to her. No one suspected that the Prime Minister's new secretary was secretly running the country. And over time, she became the de facto Prime Minister. Only Kirumi could save the country from impending doom. Yes, the future of the country rests entirely on her capable shoulders. But Kirumi is up to the task, for she only accepts requests that only she can fulfill. She is driven by the belief that her citizens are the most important people in her life. Oh, and while we're on the subject of those important people, an unfortunate event will soon befall all those vermin and sheeple. What event, you ask? It's a secret. Find out for yourself.
Huh? It can't be.
What?
What the hell? The Prime Minister? Everything you just saw is true, though I only remembered it upon watching that video. Remembered?
Wait!
Please, hold on. That video is true?
What is this?
That's ridiculous. There's no way Kirumi is really the Prime
I
Minister.
do not agree.
No, it's the truth. I am Kirumi Tojo, the ultimate maid, and the most important people to
This
me
is my
are
selfless
the
devotion.
citizens of this country.
I was called upon to lift the country out of a dire situation. I swore to serve and help all its citizens. As the ultimate maid, I have advised politicians many times in the past, but he wanted me to prioritize saving the country from an unprecedented crisis. I fully accepted this request. As a maid, it is a great honor to serve the nation itself.
What did I do?
You're literally confusing the shit out of me, because this makes no sense and I gotta take a dump. I see. So Kirumi was the real Prime Minister, running the country behind the scenes. How could you seriously believe that a high schooler could be Prime Minister?
You really don't get it.
I don't think it's odd that an ultimate level talent could be that powerful. I mean, Keyboy's talent lets him pretend to be human even though he's a heartless robot.
How rude!
How rude! I am not pretending, I'm still learning. I see. Well, good luck, I guess.
Incredible.
I was aware of Kirumi's impressive talents, but Prime Minister?
What?
Then Kirumi really is Prime Minister? She hold burden of country's future?
Actually,
The multi-video aside, Kirumi doesn't seem like she'd lie about something like that.
yoo-hoo!
Hey, I get that Kirumi is really important, but what was that unprecedented crisis?
I do not know.
I don't know, actually. Why can't I remember? With our memories lost.
That's...
Wait, isn't this just like the Ultimate Hunt?
That is correct.
Perhaps it is connected to the Ultimate Hunt. The Ultimate Hunt is connected to this unprecedented crisis facing the nation. If that's true, how are they connected? What is this Ultimate Hunt anyway?
I do not know.
I do not know what is happening to the nation while I am here inside the end wall. That is why I needed to know. I needed to know that the most important people in my life were served.
This is my selfless
Because I am
devotion.
duty and honor bound to protect every citizen of this nation.
My apologies.
That is why I needed to escape.
If so...
So you weighed our lives against the lives of everyone else in the nation. But if those are the options, of course you pick everyone outside, right? There's just too many lives at stake out there. And we just stopped Kirumi from doing that because we selfishly wanted to live.
Like that.
What should we do? Did we just make a terrible mistake? If everyone outside dies because Kirumi is dead, doesn't that mean we pretty much destroyed the country? What do we do?
Wait!
Say, what's Monokuma planning to do with the rest of humanity? You know how many people live in this country? Like 100 million easily. No matter how powerful the mastermind is, there's no way they could really...
Bears do not...
Bears do not lie.
Bears do not lie.
Bears do not lie.
Hey,
I am the ruler of this world. Nothing is beyond my power. Nothing is beyond your power? What kind of arrogant, ridiculous...
100%.
That is 100% a lie. It is impossible that he could bring disaster to a country.
What are you trying to pull?
What's so funny?
Cuz!
You guys act like you can't believe it, but you're all terrified anyway. If you can't believe it, then you're terrified for no reason. Why do humans lie? Why are humans the only animal that tells lies? Yeah!
Shut up!
Hey, cut it out. This is serious.
Oh?
How long are you gonna keep talking about Kirumi? Let's talk about Ryoma. It would be a shame to completely neglect him.
Oh, I see.
That's right. We know your motive to kill, but why did you kill Ryoma specifically? Because he was easy to kill.
Huh?
Easy to kill?
Weird!
Ryoma not that weak. When he used his Shukuchi method, even Gontono could
I
catch...
do not agree.
His physical strength was irrelevant when he did not have a reason to live.
Do you agree?
Without that, he became the weakest among us. What? I took advantage of his weakness and killed him. What do you mean? I told him I had urgent matters to discuss and to meet me in the research lab on the 3rd floor. There, I revealed my motive video, and afterward I told him...
That is correct.
I am responsible for the life of every citizen of this nation, so I must escape this place. He then responded.
Got it.
So, you got a reason to survive. That's the complete opposite of me. That's good. If you've got something to live for, it means your life has value. After he said that, he told me he would clean up the tennis balls lying around.
And then, he turned his back toward me.
He turned his back toward me.
At that moment, my determination solidified. A person like him would have noticed my bloodthirst emanating. He already knew. He forfeited his life right then and there. That is correct.
That is when I decided I must sacrifice his life for my nation and my people. Then Ryoma knew he was going to be killed.
But...
Wait a minute. It's Maki's fault that Ryoma decided he didn't want to live anymore. What?
Because?
Ryoma only gave up on life after you showed him his motive video. Well, since you didn't watch his motive video, I guess you had no way of knowing.
What are you talking about?
What's your point?
Wait!
Wait a minute. You're talking as if Ryoma saw that motive video. Didn't you just say that he only checked the name and didn't watch the video? Huh? Did I say that?
Huh?
What are you getting at?
Well, you know.
I probably shouldn't say anything, but someone has to step up and speak for poor Ryoma.
I told you.
Again, what's your point? That he gave up on life because I showed him his motive video? I'll get to that in a sec, but why do you think Ryoma wanted to see his motive video? Because he was looking for a reason to live. Isn't that right, Maki?
Why?
How do you know that?
What?
Swap motive videos? Didn't we agree not to show them to each other?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. Because once you watch him, you've got a motive to kill.
But
if it shows me someone important to me, I'd really like to see that.
Hey.
Any idea who will be in the video?
no.
I don't. That's why I want to see it. Once I know I've got someone important to me, I'll have a reason to live.
Jeez.
If I've got a reason to live, then I've got a reason to escape here with you guys. In other words, that video might just give me a motive to live.
Please.
So please.
That's true.
You're right. He was looking for a reason to live.
Well, you know.
Which means you shouldn't have shown him his motive video in the first place. What do you mean? What did his video show? Nothing. His motive was empty.
Huh?
Empty?
Okie dokie.
Oh, we're up next. Let's give it a watch, shall we?
All right! Back by popular demand, it's time for the motive video! Who's the most important person in your life? And now, without further ado... This message is for Ryoma Hoshi, the ultimate tennis pro! Unfortunately, there is no one in the world who is important to you. I'm so sorry. Really, I am. You have my deepest sympathies. Sorry.
No one was important to him?
Always messing around.
That's what he was shown? If he saw something like that, he had none to care for and none who cared for him. He found no motive to live. Because of that, he chose to let Kirumi claim his life.
I see.
So, that's why. He must have just watched that video before I summoned him to meet with me. To meet with me!
It can't be!
He just gave up then?
Damn.
To hell with that! That damn moron!
But...
It's bad to have no reason to live, but it's also bad to have too many reasons to live.
Yes.
That's why you did such a terrible thing, right, Kirumi? For too many reasons. You are free to judge me for killing Ryoma. I would bear the burden of being seen as evil for the sake of my nation and its people.
For everyone.
Because that is what it means to serve with selfless devotion. That's why I needed to survive. Sacrificing you all meant saving the lives of men, women, children, and elderly.
My apologies.
I wanted to live. Kirumi. Monokuma. Gonta have question.
You need something?
Oh, what is it?
Hey!
Can Gonta be blackened instead of Kirumi?
Huh?
What?
Gonta.
Gonta, not smart boy. But even Gonta understand what everyone's saying. Kirumi should live, not Gonta. World needs her. I was thinking the same thing. I don't want to die, but Kirumi's life is way more valuable than mine. Kirumi's got the lives of hundreds of millions of people on her shoulders, right?
Unfortunately.
Logically, Kirumi's survival would result in fewer casualties than our collective survival would. Jeez, maybe it would have been better if we'd gotten the culprit wrong.
Huh?
What do you mean?
Oh, man.
If Kirumi survives, then the nation's future will be secure. Then, what was the point of me doing all this? Why did I reveal the truth? What have I done? Was I wrong? I shouldn't have...
Shuichi!
What kind of face is that, Shuichi? If you're my sidekick, then suck it up! Huh? What?
Hey!
That goes for all of you. To hell with all this value of life shit.
All right.
Life's not just some thing. You can't trade it or put a price on it. Kaido.
Listen up.
And your life doesn't just belong to you. It's for your parents, your grandparents, your friends, even your neighbors. It's not something you can just decide to throw away on your own.
Don't worry about it.
So we didn't do the wrong thing. Life's purpose is to be lived. As long as you stay alive, anything's possible. You can even go to the stars.
Of course.
So I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I wanna live. I haven't even traveled to space yet. There's no way in hell I'm gonna die here. The idiot's talking again. But he's right. I mean, you're right too. He is an idiot, but he's right.
So divine!
Yep, he's an utter damned idiot. I don't know why, but idiots always fill me with inspiration.
Shut up!
Hey, shut up! I told you to stop calling me an idiot. Maybe his stupid speech is just what we needed to hear. Kirumi certainly looks shaken by it. Huh? Shaken?
Because?
Do you really think someone as desperate to live as Kirumi would give up so easily? Of course not. In fact, she probably still hasn't given up, even now. She was hoping that learning the truth would make one of us volunteer to die in her place.
Huh?
What?
But
Monokuma would never allow a blackened to escape punishment, so maybe she wanted everyone to rebel, so she could use that as cover to escape on her own. How about it, Kirumi? Am I close? You are the most detestable Creighton I have ever met. You know exactly what I would attempt, yet allowed me to explain it anyway. Wait, what he just said was true? You tried to trick Gonta? Tried to trick everyone? Seriously, you backstabbing cunt?
Cut it out.
Enough! She was just trying to stay alive in her own way. Nobody can blame her for that.
That is correct.
That's right. I must survive, because I carry the weight of an entire nation on my shoulders. I would not have killed Ryoma if I was so easily deterred. This request will not be fulfilled until I have brought joy to every citizen of this nation. So no matter what, I cannot die! That is why I killed Ryoma. Even now, I refuse to give up! Huh? Kirumi.
I see.
You still refuse to give up. So, what do you intend to do?
You must live.
I intend to live. I must survive, no matter what it takes. If I must debase myself, so be it. I would drink filth and eat carrion to survive. I will do anything to survive! She screamed, and she started running. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. It was completely undignified exit.
I have to escape. I won't die here.
There's no way I'm letting you out of here! It was ugly and raw and feral. She just ran as fast as she could. I heard my voice call out. Run.
damn it!
Run! Run, Kirumi!
Please run!
Please run! Run! Please hurry! Hurry! Run!
Hey!
Like I said, I'm not letting you leave. Please, run!
I will live. I refuse to die in a hellhole like this.
Now then, I've prepared a special punishment for Kirumi Tojo, the ultimate maid.
For my nation! For my people!
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
I will not die!
Kirumi has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. Strand of Agony.
Really?
Why, Monodan? Why did you kill Monosuke?
It's okay.
If you need to vomit, let it out. You will feel much better afterward. Monosuke, he was no different from Monokid. He was getting in the way of us getting along. We don't need him. Don't need him. We few remaining Monocubs must get along. No matter what, we must always get along. Not even Father can stop us from getting along. Not if he knows what is good for him. Eh? This academy belongs to us. The age of the Monocubs begins now. How dare you take that rebellious tone with me, young man?
That's nice.
And yet this angsty attitude of yours is just so cute.
You're so
It's so cute how your little crew is shrunk by one member. Yep, shrunk. You're not getting any larger, you know.
You're so
He's so unbearably cute. All this cuteness makes me feel like I'm about to sneeze. Ugly bitch! Who you calling an ugly bitch?
Stop it!
It doesn't matter. Now's not the time for that. Kirumi.
I don't like that.
I can't take this anymore. Even Kirumi was killed so brutally. I don't want to do this anymore. Am I gonna end up like that too?
I'll protect you.
I won't let that happen, Himiko. I'll protect you no matter what. I'll protect you no matter what. But I don't want to do this anymore either. Please, let's just stop this killing game. I don't care if we stay trapped here forever.
Come on!
Isn't that what After said? Our desire, even your desire to escape this place, can corrupt you beyond redemption. It's Monokuma who's corrupt. He is the one who distributed the motive videos.
I see, yes.
Those videos were more dangerous than we thought. To have driven Kirumi that far.
That's true.
What worries me is, as long as we're trapped here, we don't know what's true or false.
Okay.
That must be why Kirumi did not want to show the videos. She thought that if everyone felt the same murderous rage that she did, this killing game would be pure chaos. She wanted to stop it.
Hey!
If that's the case, then we really shouldn't show our videos to each other.
Of course.
That was our consensus from the beginning. Not including you, of course. I had assumed Kokichi would try to show us our videos to get under our skin. but that did not come to pass. What, I wonder, were his intentions? Huh? I never do anything like that. I'm still thinking about what Kirumi said. What Kirumi said? Everything you just saw is true, though I only remembered it upon watching that video.
That's...
What she said earlier, correct? Huh? What about it? She said she remembered. And it didn't sound like a lie either.
See?
Maybe that video had the properties of a flashback light if it made her remember. Huh? The properties of a flashback light?
Okay.
Still, how could Kirumi remember something she never should have forgotten? Serving the entire nation seems too important for her to just forget. Yeah, that's true. Does that mean we have motives to kill that we'll remember by watching our videos? And if that's the case, maybe it's for the best that we don't watch the videos. As long as we don't see the videos, we won't know our motives.
Okay.
Yeah, now I'm convinced. It's probably for the best. Those motive videos would mess us up. It's better if we just believe in each other.
Yeah.
That's right! It's best that we not remember our motives for everyone's sake! Hearing you speak of everyone's sake is the least believable lie I've heard yet.
So mean.
How rude! I'm always doing stuff for everyone's sake.
It's a lie.
I'm sure you won't believe me when I say stuff like that, so I'll just keep lying. But maybe seeing Kurumi's final moments has made me change my views.
Because?
She tried to escape until the very end. Running away to live might not be a bad idea.
You're right.
Maybe facing the truth isn't enough.
That's right.
Yeah, true. It's okay to run sometimes. You just gotta win in the end. That's all you gotta do. And with that, the second class trial ended for us. A Pyrrhic victory. We had still lost a friend. What is the end Kaido spoke of, and how do we reach it? I don't know. I still don't know. And that's gonna do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you can like, share, and subscribe and whatnot. And I will see you guys next